Drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Saquon Barkley deep to return. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Hit on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And some room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Pickett will look to pass it. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They run again with Harris. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Boswell's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Colts.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The Colts at 10-1 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll try the left side with Taylor. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Taylor. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Rob has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Running left, Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Trying with Pickett here on third down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The defense rising to the challenge and setting it back on the sand.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's Presley Harvin now. Let's take it inside his own 40. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing Jones. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Jones. This pass caught. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jelani Woods with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me,
taking it right down Broadway. 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 66 yards. And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. They open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. the Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Pickett setting up the screen. Harris. And some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They hand this off to Harris. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Third and long for Pickett. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Bobby Okereke in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
And it incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Jones. And this one is incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Now a first down carry for Harris. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Pickett. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw, Pickett. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 38 yards. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is down to 28-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. On the move past the 40. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off the play fake. Jones. Looking end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Blankenship is helping good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic, to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Looking to throw, Pickett. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
They run for it with Harris. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on it quickly once more. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Looking to throw. Jones buying time to his left. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw again. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Well, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. Pickett will look to throw it here. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Working with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find his man, Woods. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards through the air
the D off guard on 3rd and 1. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Quick throw, but incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Back to throw again. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Pickett back to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Now the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by her. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual.